yards further inside. We have a foul here against Crown Legacy. Just be a whistle, no booking. Matt Pilkington talked about how he's been with the club these last 4 years here in MLS Next Pro. Has been a part of the New York City FC Academy since 2016. He has coached every homegrown player that has made it to the first team and is signed with the first team. Mentioned Jonathan Shore, who got that appearance against Inter Miami, playing 41 minutes. And here's that press by New York City FC. Thomas. Possession will be in favor of the boys in blue. Jonathan Lopez to play the ball back in. Second season here in MLS Next Pro for him. Very young team for New York City FC. A lot of the homegrown players with the first team at the moment. Lopez, just too heavy of a touch, gives the ball away. A chance now here to go the opposite direction. Rodriguez out wide. Thomas cuts it in. And good job, Brando, getting on top of that before Sarkos could get his left foot to the ball. Good play right there by Micah Thomas, sending that ball in. See Rando coming up, diving on top of the ball to not allow it to get to Sarkos. Nakame will play it out, gives the ball up. A chance here, numbers forward for Crown Legacy. Chipped up. Just too heavy of a touch on that pass, and running out of steam on the play was Ritterita, the 17-year-old. Ritterita, second year with Crown Legacy, began his career with Atlanta United too. This is a player that was a former MLS Next All-Star as well as Next Cup MVP. Really have high hopes for him moving forward here with Crown Legacy and hopefully Charlotte FC. That's really where that pathway begins, with MLS Next and then ultimately MLS Next Pro and then on to MLS. Seen so many players just like Ritterita that got his start in MLS Next before making his way up to Next Pro. Lopez down the line. Nice ball right here. Locker. Foot race against Thomas. Thomas getting back defensively. And they're going to say shoulder. A shoulder that was clean by Thomas. And it will be a goal kick. New York City FC's Locker looking for the foul in the box. Take a look back. Good job right there by Thomas, going shoulder to shoulder against Julian Locker. Locker last season had one goal on the year, was looking to be a threat right there, but you see the recovery speed of Thomas. They love his work ethic, his ability to get back and make plays like that, as well as his ability to go forward. And you saw it on a cross just moments ago that he nearly played across to Jack Sarkos. Gary Dicker talking about the pathway, and they don't care if you come from the academy or if they'll draft you in college or they'll find you from somewhere else. They're going to find a way to develop you to give you your best chance to prove yourself here in MLS Next Pro and ultimately have a long career, whether it's with the first team in Charlotte FC or somewhere else. That was one of the other things that was very different for him from coming from England, where they don't have the college system, and he was able to go to the draft. And he talked about how he watched some of these different players and the draft process moving forward. He really likes that, how in England, if you're not playing for a first team at the age of 21, well, it's difficult to get involved, but here you have that opportunity in college to grow as a player, to really grow into your body, to get opportunity to play week in and week out. Thomas going forward. Nice ball to Sarkos. Sarkos, though, offside. Another player that played in college. You go to Yves Chiap. We talked to him on our call this week before this game, and he really spoke about the difference between college here and MLS Next Pro, the transition. It's really a lot quicker here in MLS Next Pro. You really have to know what to do with the ball, and you have to be precise. You can't just give the ball away. But one of the things that he also talked about is really the fitness you have to have in college, and then how that changes here in MLS Next Pro, where you don't have the substitutions that you have in college. That is also a big difference for a lot of these younger players especially. And here is Chiap. Chiap will retreat to the captain, Jack Neely. Both these two teams have a leadership group put together. Neely, the captain. Aaron John, the assistant captain here tonight. Ritterita. A chance here for Smalls. Back to defend is Lopez. Smalls slip ball, but no one going forward. Not on the same page there as Ritterita. As one of the things that's still developing for both these teams is that gelling, that chemistry. Mentioned for Crown Legacy, going to Croatia and winning that Medellin Cup, getting their first hardware under Gary Dicker, and it's something that they can really build off. A lot of teams, they play these preseason games, they don't have that opportunity to have meaningful games where there's a trophy at stake. John. Chiap into the area, headed up. Thomas cuts it to his right. Chested down, and here's Seymour Reed. Seymour Reed was active in the first half, 2 shots on target. Plays it forward, but no one there for NYCFC. Year's player was Zidane Yanez, a 17-year-old. Holt, the 15-year-old, unable to get to the ball as it goes out for a New York City FC throw. Lopez and company looking to capitalize. John. And we'll have a foul here called against NYCFC 2. And it looks like we might have our first booking possibly for the boys in blue. As of right now, nothing. Jack Neely asking why this isn't a yellow card. Foul looked like it was committed by Chris Teo. It is Teo coming from the side, gets that left foot in, a little shoulder and left foot on the shin, and there is the booking. So Chris Teo handed his first yellow card of 2025.
A yellow card.
Aaron John to take this free kick. Once again, you saw the players at Crown Legacy, everyone going forward, just allowing Jack Neely to talk to the head referee, Mohammed Hassan. Aaron John last season, 10 assists, tied for the lead league. John plays it up, headed up by Elias and over, and it'll be a corner for Crown Legacy. Nice ball right in there by Aaron John. This ball played forward. Now out wide. Chayop, looping ball. And picked up by Rando. At Atrium Health, we don't just treat whatever goal you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally. Ally, the official bank of Charlotte FC. Ally Bank, member FDIC. Full slate of games here in the opening weekend, 5 here on opening night, but also coming right up, Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Both these teams last year competed in that. For Crown Legacy, they went out in the opening round, but how about the Cinderella team making it to the round of 16 last year, NYCFC 2. They first beat FC Motown by a score of 3-0. They beat New York Red Bulls in that New York matchup 4-2. The USL Championship side Hartford on the road 3-2. They also beat USL champions Colorado Springs Switchbacks before they ultimately fell to New Mexico United. Matt Pilkington talked about that run, how it's something great, something they're able to build off as well as the playoffs. They need to continue that trend and be a dangerous team once again going forward this season. 10 teams here in MLS Next Pro will be competing in the U.S. Open Cup here that will start up again in just a couple of weeks. Murray plays it all the way back. Rando. Locker has a little space to work with. Over his Holt to defend. The 15-year-old trying to force Locker backwards. Does a good job right there, standing his ground. McAmey with a diagonal ball. Over kicks it. Surprised New York FC 2 has not gone at Wyatt Holt a little bit more here in this game to try to make the 15-year-old make a little mistake, see if they can take advantage of it. But Holt playing well. And that's what you want to see, a youngster that's not afraid to go against some of these players that have already graduated from college, that have experience here in MLS Next Pro as well as in college or at the first team level in some cases. Smalls looking to give it back to John. John knocked off the ball by Murray, and it'll be a goal kick for New York City FC 2. Very different looking side for New York City FC 2. Top 3 goal scorers, not with the team at the moment. Mentioned Taylor Calhera, now in USL Championship. Top 4 players that led the team in assists, also not with this second team at the moment, as Koulibaly plays the ball into Chayop, who goes out wide. Ball sent across, punch way, right to the feet of John. John with a strike, but right at Rando. That is one that Rando would like back, but how about that initial punch out by Rando to keep Crown Legacy at bay? Here's the initial chance. Rita right there, but goes right to the pathway of John, and John sends it right back at the keeper. Neither side yet to make a sub as that hit our referee, Mohamed Hassan, and we'll restart. Elias goes out wide into the channel. Thomas, little room to work with. Try and thread the ball through. How about that play by Murray to win the ball back? Good job by Murray stepping forward to get his right foot on the ball. Otherwise, that could have been a very dangerous opportunity for Crown Legacy. Lopez, good challenge by Holt. Lopez able to get back up. Lopez wanted to go the distance right there. Isaac Walker, though, doing a good job coming up to pick up the ball before Lopez could get it. Lopez, he stumbled, able to get back on his feet to still make a threat there in the box for New York City FC 2. John now seeing more touches on the ball here in the second half. Here he is once again. Looking for Ritarita. A chance here for Ritarita. Avoids one man and gets the opening goal! Rocket Ritarita, the 17-year-old, with the first strike of the game, puts the home side up 1-0 in the 64th minute. Former MLS Next All-Star, MLS Next Cup MVP, getting his first tally of the season. And how about this pass by John? Good threaded ball, and then just creating the extra space to get around Rando and sliding it home was Ritarita. Crown Legacy being dangerous here in the second half, and it pays off. Aaron John last year tied for the league lead with Diego Gonzalez, a Houston Dynamo Dos with 10 assists, gets his first assist of the season.
Entering the match, number 78, Evan Lim.
The home crowd coming and seeing what they want to see, a goal. Last year, Crown Legacy 50 goals on the season. They get their first one from a teenager in Rocket Ritarita. Mentioned Rocket Ritarita began his career with Atlanta United 2 under Steve Cooks before making his way over here to Crown Legacy. Now looks like we'll have a sub. And so Rocket Ritarita, well, he gets the goal and then he is subbed off for Crown Legacy. In for Crown Legacy now, Isaias Elizalde.
Minute for Crown Legacy FC. Leaving the match, number 92, Rocket Ritarita. And entering the match, number 93, Isaias Elizalde.
So Isaias Elizalde now in for the goal scorer. So how about that? You get the goal and, well, you're going to come off to a round of applause. The first of what Crown Legacy hopes to be many for Ritarita. A little breathing room now for the home side. And now you have to think, New York City FC, they don't necessarily need to push for it yet, but they're going to try to be a little bit more dangerous like they were in the opening half of getting shots on target. Seymour Reed, he was the man that had 2 shots on target in the first 45 minutes of play. Relatively quiet so far here in the second half. Aaron John continuing where he left off last season. Best 11 with those 10 assists to go with 8 goals. He had a chance for a goal here in the second half, but shot it right at Alex Rando. Big absence tonight for New York City FC to Jonathan Shore, who made his debut with the first team. Some other players around MLS Next Pro that have already made their debuts for their first team side. Frankie Westfield for Philadelphia Union 2. Padrino for Dallas. Alex Freeman, how about him? He scored for Orlando City. Mohamed Sofo of New York Red Bulls also making his debut. Forrester Ajago of Real Salt Lake. Forster Ajago, Mohamed Sofo, Freeman, and Pedrinho have already scored goals for the first team side. Talk about the pathway for the players, but you also have to look at the pathway for the coaches. How about former player Donovan Ricketts? Last year goalkeeping coach with Carolina Core, now the head coach. Others have been academy coaches or as well as assistant coaches around MLS Next Pro. You look at Ryan Richter of Philadelphia Union, Marcelo Santos of Houston. Michelle Garbini being named to Dallas as an assistant coach after winning the Next Pro Cup with North Texas. Kelvin Jones going from Columbus Crew 2 to San Diego FC. Federico Higuain also moving back to Columbus Crew, where he was a player for 8 seasons. Of course, he was with Inter Miami the last couple of years. Inter Miami now with a new head man as well. 10 new coaches, and total 7 of them coming here in the Eastern Conference, just 3 in the Western Conference. Ball whipped in, back post, punched away by Walker. Walker doing a good job getting his right hand to that ball. That was a dangerous pass across. Hard challenge right there by Koulibaly. High touted player. And now Koulibaly goes down to the ground. Hopefully this is nothing serious, as he did collide with a player. He's already calling for a sub. Hopefully it's just the cramp as he's getting stretched out, but he made that sign, throwing the hands over in a wheeling motion like he wanted a sub. Last year he played in Croatia. Mentioned how he was courted by numerous European clubs. Look at clubs like Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Girona. You also had RB Salzburg recruiting the 19-year-old. Represents Mali. He is the player down right now. So a chance here for the players to get a little bit of a water break. Yeah, it was just after. It was actually non-contact. He had won the ball, and it looked like there was a slight collision, but you see it's just as he's trying to run back that he cramped up. Again, you go back to what Yves Chayop said about the conditioning and how that's so important. A large reason why a lot of players run. I mean, weather can be a huge issue, but just not the proper conditioning, especially early in the season, as a lot of these players still try to get into playing form. Koulibaly, though, able to walk off under his own power. Hopefully nothing serious for him. So now we'll have another sub for Crown Legacy. Off will go Jack Sarkos. He had a chance back in the first half, but unable to get anything by Alex Rando. And now coming on will be Eric Pena. Also coming on will be Thiago Rodriguez, the Brazilian.
In the 71st minute, leaving the match, number 90, Jack Sarko. Entering the match, number 56, Eric Pena Boardman. Also leaving the match, number 55, by Koulibaly.
So by Koulibaly will go off.
Number 88, Thiago Rodriguez.
And now Thiago Rodriguez in for Koulibaly. Chayop turns aside. Solid game for him in his first MLS Next Pro game. At Atrium Health, we don't just treat part of you, we treat all of you so you can enjoy those winning moments that matter. Atrium Health, the official healthcare partner of Charlotte FC. Pena Boardman, who just subbed on, will play this ball back to Walker. Walker looking for his first clean sheet. Only played in 1 game last season, but you go back to 2023, he had 5 clean sheets. Much different looking squad for New York City FC. You go back to that playoff game, only 2 players that played in that game got the start this evening. Again, a majority of the homegrown players right now with the first team. So Matt Pilkington having to work with a lot of youngster and fresh faces here for New York City FC too. We have a foul call against New York City FC, so a kick here for Crown Legacy. Ahmed Hassan saying you got to back it up a little bit. So Crown Legacy does. Full slate of games here in Season 4 of MLS Next Pro Match Week 1. 5 in total tonight. Austin FC right now leading 4-2 over Colorado Rapids. Meanwhile, Inter Miami trailing right now to Chattanooga FC by a score of 2-1. Here's the chance. Thiago Rodriguez, the cross, back post, brought down. Good jump there, the shot. Oh my! What a goal by Brian Romero! Crown Legacy lead 2-0. Romero, little juggling action going on, brings it to his left foot, and a beautiful strike for the second goal for the home side. How about this control by Romero? Beautiful ball across by Thiago Rodriguez, who just subbed on. You see Romero calling for the ball, gets it, brings it down with his right to his left. How about that ability right there and that skill? Well-deserved goal right there for Romero. Gary Dicker talked about him on our call, how he's one of the bigger personalities on this side, and gets his first goal of the season. That goal coming in the 74th minute, assist going to Thiago Rodriguez. How about that for Thiago Rodriguez? Just turned 22 yesterday. Gets his first assist for Crown Legacy. Technically gifted player, beautiful cross over to Romero for the goal. Our goal scorers tonight, Rocket Ritarita, the 17-year-old now, Brian Romero. Two assists on both goals. First one from Aaron John. Second one from Thiago Rodriguez to 2 teenagers. Romero, the 18-year-old, and Ritarita, the 17-year-old. Have to love the youngsters showing up and having good performances here in this opening weekend. New York FC, they were dangerous in the opening half. They've slowed down here in the second half. Crown Legacy doing a great job, falling in nicely here in the second 45 minutes of play. Doesn't help when you get a 1-goal lead too. It never hurts to have that. And now with the second goal, New York City FC is going to have to push up and be a little bit more threatening here in the attacking third. They got to find a way to create opportunities, find that space to work with. Locker off the drop-off. How about that ball won by Chayop? Good challenge going down to the ground to send the ball away. Those 2 goals coming 10 minutes apart for Ritarita and Romero. Tio with the left, back post, punched away by Walker, but right to Lopez. Lopez to the inline, cuts back, headed away by Holt. Lim, and now sent away by Crown Legacy. Lim will play it near side. Crown Legacy getting 2 goals from 2 unlikely players from over the last few years as this ball is played forward, and maybe an opportunity here for the boys in blue. This one sent away with ease by Holt. Locker going down to the ground. And we have a player down for Crown Legacy. Smalls is the man down for Crown Legacy. You look at this Crown Legacy side, both these teams love to develop, but how about the first team for Charlotte FC? Patrick Ajamong, who played for Crown in 2023, led the team in scoring. He just made his USA national debut in January, scoring in both games that he played in. Andrew Privet, a starter now on the back line at center back as well for Charlotte FC. You can see the pathway is there. If you perform, you're going to be rewarded like those 2 players.
Substitution for the visiting New York City FC2 in the 79th minute. Leaving the match, number 64, Julian Latchard. Entering the match, number 72, Luka Sunjic.
Sunjic now in for Julian Locker. Locker, he showed moments where he could be dangerous, attacking the area, had a great opportunity going near post earlier in this game. Jonathan Lopez waiting for the go-ahead.
Substitution for Crown Legacy FC in the 80th minute. Leaving the match, number 91, Magic Smalls.
Magic Smalls will exit.
Entering the match, number 99, Daniel Moore.
And Daniel Moore will now come in. So Smalls was the player on the ground. He exits the game, and Moore now enters. Moore, 22 years old, another one of those local products out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Also entering the match for Crown Legacy FC, number 45, Jamie Smith.
Jamie Smith now in for Aaron John.
Number 48.
So John leaves with his first assist of the season. This ball takes a deflection, and now maybe an opportunity for Crown Legacy to put this one away if they can find a 3rd goal. Elias now having to defend, does a good job shielding away, and just ushers the ball out of play for a goal kick. Molinari, the 16-year-old, second season with NYCFC 2. Lopez lost his balance. Ampansa will slow it down at the moment, looking for the right person to go to. Crown Legacy now dropping back, not applying the high press like they were earlier in the game, knowing that they're sitting on a 2-goal lead. Solid line set by the defense of Crown Legacy. Good formation as this ball is flicked up right into Reed's feet. Reed to the right foot. Reed trying to create space. Reed gets the opening goal for New York City FC 2. And now it is 2-1. Seymour Reed had a couple of opportunities in the first half. This time he connects for the opening goal in the 82nd minute for NYCFC 2, and this game is not over yet. Reed doing a good job, getting to his right, nearly gets tripped up, but keeps his balance and goes upper corner. Good job by Reed, not getting frustrated by not connecting earlier on any of his chances that were stopped by Isaac Walker. You could still see his confidence there as he just towed the 18-yard box, able to create that little bit of space that he needed to go top corner. And now, another ball deep in. Reed. Confidence building here for New York City FC 2, but ball won back by Crown Legacy. Slip ball, offside flag though is up. Talk about that high press. New York City FC doing a good job of forcing the offside, being a little bit further up the field. You also got to hand it Crown Legacy. You got to be able to slow up, know where your defenders are. Otherwise, if that's in the run, that's going to be a great pass and a chance 1v1 versus the keeper and Rando. Lim trying to track down the ball. Elias gives it up, gets it on the return. How about this movement here from New York City FC 2? And we'll have a foul call against Elias. Seymour Reed officially getting the goal in the 82nd minute for NYCFC 2. Cleared down is Jamie Smith, who just subbed on moments ago for Aaron John. Smith, though, able to get up under his own power. Smith, 27 years old, out of Birmingham, England. Spent the 2 previous seasons with Greenville Triumph in USL League One. Bring veteran experience, bring a player that has leadership qualities and is an older player that can really help lead these younger kids here for Crown Legacy. Ampansa. Back to Murray. Molinari plays it outside. Lopez. Lim was looking for Reed. Finds him now. Walker dives on top of the ball, and a good thing he did right there. Sanjit was right in the area for New York City FC 2. Shop local, shop smart. Rugs.com, proud sponsor of Crown Legacy FC. Visit us today and bring home a winning look. Rugs.com, where every home goal starts with the perfect rug. Lim overcooks that pass a little bit too much. Up next for NYCFC 2, Friday they will host Columbus Crew. That game will kick at 7:30. Meanwhile, for Crown Legacy, they don't play until March 26th, where they'll host Orlando City B. Rodriguez. Here's Daniel Moore. Moore trying to get around Lopez, does. Lopez looking to get back. Lopez able to deflect the ball and now sent away for a throw. Lopez slow to get up, holding his knee. Lopez, though, able to walk off under his own power. He's good to go. Rodriguez plays it inside. Crown Legacy will be patient with the 1-goal lead. Reed trying to force the mistake. Seymour Reed, the lone goal for New York City FC 2. Represents Jamaica's U17 level. He's trained with the first team with New York City FC. Reed will drop the ball on the ground. Season 4 of MLS Next Pro Match Week 1 has not disappointed. Crown Legacy looking for their first 3 points of the season. Offside flag is up. Last year they finished 8th in the standing with 45 points. This New York City FC side finished 6th with 45 points, both in the playoffs. Both looking to do the same thing once again here in 2025. And it starts with that first win to build that confidence. He's had a solid game in the midfield, creating opportunities for NYCFC 2. Molinari playing it forward, was looking for Reed. Reed able to shield away the defender, doing a good job holding up the ball. Reed doing a good job of forcing the foul against Crown Legacy. His ball will maintain with New York City FC 2. Lim knocked off the ball. Chayop tripped up, and this will draw the whistle. Crown Legacy wanted to play fast. Now they'll slow it up. Foul call against Elias. Five games in total tonight, just one tomorrow night in Houston Dynamo Dos, taking on Sporting Kansas City 2. Defending champs North Texas will host St. Louis City 2 on Sunday. Already tonight, Austin FC with their first win of the year, getting a 4-2 victory over Colorado Rapids 2. Chattanooga FC currently leading Inter Miami on the road. New York City FC looking for a second goal, looking to create a chance here. The cross falls to the feet. The shot near post blocked away by Walker. How about the save right there on Yanez? Zidane Yanez wanted the near post, had the near post, but Walker getting over, up to the task, gets it with the left hand. Ball played in, center of the box. Off the volley, a swing and a miss right there for Molinari. Seven minutes of stoppage time in total, so very much a lot of time for New York City FC 2 to work with. Jerry Dicker looking for his first win as head coach of Crown Legacy. Murray, a solid game in the back line here this evening for New York City FC 2. Teams will obviously go and look at the tape, see what they have to work on here moving forward into match week 2. Both sides very much still a work in progress. Lopez, Molinari, back to Lopez, surveys, sends the ball into the spot, but headed away with ease. Thomas, pressured by Lopez, nearly forcing the turnover. Smith off the giveaway. Rodriguez. Smith trying to slot that through, able to get back on top of the ball where he's pushed over from behind by Yanez. Hassan talking Yanez about the foul. Both teams doing a good job being very respectful here with the referee Mohammed Hassan and respecting the new rule, the captain rule, where only the captain's allowed to speak to the referee. Players have to remain at least 4 yards behind the conversation that takes place between captain and referee. Otherwise, they could possibly be handed a yellow card. The foul's going to be called against Elias. He does not agree with the call, and he's going to be booked.
A yellow card has been issued to the visitors.
3 bookings in total. Micah Thomas, Chris Teo, and now Elias. Here's the foul. Clear clip right there. Just goes leg to leg, doesn't get the ball. Crown Legacy near the corner flag, trying to waste some time away. Chance here on the cross, bounces around and trickles over for the equalizer! Seymour Reed once again involved in the play for NYCFC 2. It looked like it hit off his heel last to go over the goal line. Sanchez was also there for New York City FC 2, but Reed once again in the perfect spot for the boys in blue.
Goal in the 96th minute, number 74.
It will be Reed with the goal as he has a brace. Trickles around and hits off his leg and goes through. Falls to the right place at the right time. Reed with a brace. It's the 17-year-old getting it done for NYCFC 2. In a game that they trailed 2-0, they come back and they tie it up in stoppage time. 7 minutes is a long time to work with. Crown Legacy could not hold on long enough. We could possibly see our first game go to kicks here in MLS Next Pro. Reed looking for some late magic. Reed sends the ball in, looking for a game winner, headed up and over! What an opportunity right there for the boys in blue, just over the crossbar. Reed with a beautiful ball in. Finds Yanez, gets it cleanly, just a few inches over. And now Crown Legacy just waiting for that whistle to send this game to kicks. Ball sent high into the sky. Elias inside. A chance here on the run. Lim slip ball out, but too heavy of a touch. And there is the whistle, and this game will end 2-2. So you know what that means. We will go to kicks tonight on opening night against